Set on around 100 acres at Agnes Banks on the Hawkesbury Nepean River, Tyreel Stud is not only an established thoroughbred nursery, but one famous for producing high-quality stock, which have often reached the magical six figures in the sale ring. With the sale of Tyreel Stud now confirmed, the dedicated team are preparing its final draft of yearlings to be presented at Easter under the Fleming banner. The first of 5 lots catalogued as an Almaha filly, a full sister to Queensland Oaks runner-up Bakera, and from the family of South Australian Oaks winner Episode and Book of Kells.
We bought the mare a year ago. That foal is the result in utero that we bought. She's been an exceptional outcross for us to produce this filly. Great big filly. When you see her move, she's got that lovely long loose action to her. She's got that type of a frame that you can just see her growing and maturing into a serious horse, and you know, we're hoping that she'd make an Oaks filly just like her sister. She's got a lovely relaxed nature, takes everything in a stride, and so far she's in one of our highest work regimes, trying to get her as fit as we can, ready for the sale.
This half-brother to Machino and DB9 might be a son of High Chaparral, but he has inherited plenty of strength and size from his dam, Group 3 winner Tani Girl by Redout's Choice.
When you look at him, he's just a big, strong, imposing individual. He has the ideal amount of bone. He just stands over so much ground. He's got his father's head, but there's a lot of influence coming from his mother. She's a Redout's mare, one of Redout's first crop winners that started to put him on the map, and she's a big, powerful mare that's obviously thrown through to him. You know, when he moves, he's got a lot of strength to his stride, and he just covers the ground. The more work we give him, the more he just starts moving. He's going to be a serious horse for this sale.
Bred on the saddle as well's Dane Hillcross, the colt also hails from the family of Victoria Derby winner Polanski and leading Queensland stallion Hidden Dragon.
It's a family that Tyreel has cultivated over many generations. Obviously, she's a mare that has thrown horses that have taken a bit of time. DB9, he really came to his straps as a 3 and 4-year-old. A lot of the family obviously has, and now Polanski's just popped back up again onto the radar, and obviously he really didn't show a lot till he was 3. So the family is still current, and I do believe that this horse can push forward as a 3-year-old.
Well, let's talk about lot 353. This is a filly by Lonhro out of Brother's Dream. We didn't see it parade today, but what do you make of this filly?
She is a really striking Lonhro filly. At this stage in the prep, unfortunately, she's just got a bit of a hind leg lameness. I think it's going to turn out to be an abscess. She'll still be fine for the sales. She's still carrying on a very small amount of work. And from that point of view, you know, I wanted you to see her because she is a striking individual to look at.
Possibly the standout of the draft is this sensational filly by Commands. Muscular and compact, she definitely gives the impression a juvenile debut could be in store.
Since day one, since she was born, she has been just an eye-catching filly, and she has grown from week to week into this, what I would term as probably the most perfect Commands filly you could get. She's got the strength, the substance. Obviously the pedigree comes behind her with early precocious 2-year-old speed. Commands is on fire, and she's got catwalk looks. I don't think there's anything more you want from a filly. She handles the prep, you know, amicably, and can literally, you just feed her and work her, and she just does all the rest herself. I'd love 100 of them in the barn. And the way that she walks, I think will turn a lot of heads, because she can just pick up the pace and cover some ground.
This colt arrived late into the world, but he will be the final Tyreel yearling to go through the ring at the Easter sale under the Fleming reign. The son of Magic Albert and Fastnet Rockmare Free Spirited is catalogued in Session 2 and comes from the family of top 2-year-old and Centenary Sprint Cup winner, King of Danes.
She was a hard mare for us to get in foal. And so it resulted in this colt being born in November. He was a horse that, whilst born, just needed more time. But from probably 4 or 5 months of age, he just hit his straps and has kept on doing and doing. With his pedigree, he's earned the place to go into the second session.
After the yearlings pass through the Easter ring, Tyreel stud will then disperse its thoroughbred stock, including Star Mares, Republic Lass, Midsummer Music, Tiny Girl and Cross Your Heart at the Inglis May sale.
There will be a handful of weanlings that obviously we will be selling, and then Dean would like to keep a handful of weanlings himself just to sell on as yearlings in 2015.
Founded in 1986 by the late Jim Fleming, Tyreel stud is one of Australia's most successful thoroughbred breeding operations and one commonly seen amongst the top 10 vendors at the major sales. And while the 2014 Australian Easter yearling sale will mark the end of the Fleming era, it's hopefully not the last time we'll see the name Tyreel stud in the spotlight.
The people that have bought it at this stage, they're a lovely family. They've bought it and their intention is to redevelop the farm slowly. They're going to just feel their way into the industry. They've been in the industry before, but they just want to make Tyreel their own, and I don't blame them. It's a big step for people to come in and take on an operation, and they're going to go around hopefully just buying the right horses at the right times. And I'd say in 5 or 6 years' time, you'll start hearing Tyreel back out in the marketplace again. And I know this farm can raise and breed good horses. It's the last draft for the farm. It's the last draft for the team. We will be selling the mares, and I think it's a great advert to finish the farm off with.